Hey everyone, I'm Lauren McMillan. Today we're doing a sequence to strengthen the legs, to build flexibility, and to help you balance. So without further ado, let's get to it. Begin in a tabletop position, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees for a few rounds of cat-cow. As you inhale, drop your belly to the floor, lift through the heart, lift the hips. As you exhale, press the ground away, round the spine, and repeat. Inhale to lift, letting your belly drop to the floor. Exhale, round, spread the shoulder blades apart. Do this a few more times at your own pace. And then make your way back to a neutral spine, keeping your gaze to the floor so that the back of your neck stays long. Tuck your right toes under, extend your heel toward the back of the mat. Draw your core in as you float the right leg up. Press down through the calf, press down through the shin of the left leg, and take the left arm out in front, palm is turned in. As you inhale, start to reach. Exhale, curl it in, knee to elbow, and let everything hover as you round through the back. Inhale to extend out. Exhale, curl it in. One more time, inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale to reach out, and then release hand and knee. Tuck the left toes under, reach the heel back. Take the right arm out in front this time, float the left leg up. As you inhale, begin to reach. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, extend out. Exhale in. One more time, inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale to reach, and then release. We're going back to the right side, so tuck the right toes under, reach the leg back, float your leg up, take the left arm out. From here, take your arm and your leg out to the side. Inhale to reach. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, extend out. Exhale in. Last one, out and in. Finish out here and release. One more side. Tuck the left toes under, reach your heel back, float the leg up, arm comes out, and then take everything out to the side. Inhale to reach. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale out and in. Last time. And in. Finish out right here, reach. And then release the hand and the knee. You can move the hips around. Maybe take another round of cat-cow to shake it out. And then we'll make our way to downward facing dog. So as you're ready, tuck all 10 toes under. Start to lift your hips up and back. Being gentle on the hamstrings. Feel free to keep a bend in your knees. You can also take this moment to pedal out through the feet, bending through one knee and then the other. And if you're pedaling your feet, bring them back to stillness. Take an inhale to sweep the right leg up. Bend your knee, start to open up the hip. And you can hold here or start to draw circles with the knee. Start to straighten the legs, square the hips, and bring your right foot forward, coming into a lunge. Drop the right knee down and then lift your torso. Slide the right foot in just a little bit so you can stack your knee directly over the ankle. Now, before we go anywhere, think of pressing your heel down into the mat and then drag it back so you feel the hamstrings start to engage. You're going to hold that activation and take the arms straight out in front. Press the hips forward, heel is still hugging back. Reach the arms overhead and then come back. Again, press forward, arms reach up. Press the foot down to come back up. 2 more like this. Last one. Now lower your hands down, framing the foot. Tuck the back toes under, lift the knee. Reach your heel back as your heart reaches forward. And then lower the back knee down. Maybe it taps. Extend the leg, lift the knee. 3 more like that. Last one. Plant the hands down, step back, sweep the right leg up, shake it out, and lower the right foot down beside the left. Inhale to sweep the left leg up, bend the knee, start to open the hip. If you did so on the other side, go ahead and start to make circles with the leg. Come back to center, straighten the legs, square the hips, bring your left foot up between the hands, drop the back knee down into a lunge. Lift your torso, slide the left heel back so that it's directly underneath the knee. Press the foot down, hug the heel back, feel these muscles behind the legs start to engage. And then take your arms straight out in front. Press the hips forward, reach the arms overhead, push down through the left foot to come back up. Again. 2 more. Last one. Now take your hands down to the mat, framing the foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee. Heel reaches behind you, heart reaches forward. Drop the knee down and lift. 3 more like that. Last one. Now plant the hands, sweep the left leg back, shake it out. And then release, lower left foot down beside the right. Take an inhale to lift the heels high. Bend your knees, take your gaze forward, come to the front of your mat, find a forward fold, keeping the knees bent. Let the head drop. Take an inhale to lift up halfway, find a long spine, knees stay soft, come all the way up to stand, and then step the feet a little bit closer together. Inhale to reach the arms up. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Press down through the feet, come up to stand. Hands meet in front of the heart. One more time like that. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. From here, bend the knees, bring the hands down, step the left foot back, drop the back knee down. Take an inhale to sweep the arms up, hug the inner thighs together. Exhale to lower, hands frame the foot. Shift your hips back into a half split, straightening out through the right leg as much as you can. Keep your heart reaching forward, spine is long. Come forward into your lunge. Now from here, interlace your hands overhead. If this is not available today, you can just keep the arms separate, but reach the arms overhead. If your hands are interlaced, pointer finger is reaching up. Now from here, tuck the back toes, lift the knee. You're in a high arrow lunge. Core is drawing in, so you're making this long diagonal. Now keep reaching forward. Move as slowly as you can. And then release your hands, frame the foot. Start to send your hips back, straightening out through the right leg if possible. Let the upper body fold over the leg. And then start to release, bending into the right knee. Soften the left leg. Step to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back. Drop the back knee down. Scissor the thighs toward one another. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. Exhale to release. Start to shift the hips back, half split. Draw the left toes back as the heart reaches forward. And then come forward into a low lunge. Interlace your hands, maybe extending through the index fingers or keeping the arms separate. Core is engaged here. Tuck the back toes under, lift the knee, and then tilt the torso forward, finding that long diagonal. Continuing to engage the core, start to reach forward, slowly coming down, and then release the hands to the floor into a lunge. Shift the hips back, straighten out through the left leg. Let the upper body drape forward. At the end of your exhale, drop the hips down into a lunge, soften the back leg, step up, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, catch your hips with your hands, press all the way up to stand. And then bring your feet so they're about hip width apart. We're coming into chair pose. Drop the hips back like you're sitting in a chair. As you do so, try to make sure that your tailbone is not sticking out like a duck, and it's also not tucking all the way under, but instead you have that nice neutral position where the core is engaged, your heart is lifting forward. Now bringing your attention to the soles of your feet, press your feet down, and then think of dragging them east to west without actually moving them, so these outer muscles of the legs start to fire. Keeping this activation, shift your weight into the right leg, lift the left leg up. Core muscles are helping you do so. You can stay here and just hold this balance, or press down to straighten the leg and then bend again for 2. We're going for 5, 4, 5. Bend into the right leg, lower the left foot down, shift your weight to the left leg, and then float the right. Again, either holding here or lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend, lower the right foot down, press the feet away again, and then straighten the legs. Fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. You're going to step the left foot back like you're coming into a lunge, but then spin the left heel down, setting up for warrior 2. Windmill the arms up once you feel steady. And then take a moment to check in with your alignment, making sure that you can still see the front big toes. You're pressing down through the outer edge of the back foot. Now press down through both feet and continue to do so as you straighten the leg, take the arms overhead. Do that again. Bend and straighten. 2 more. Last one. Come back to warrior 2. We're going to come into half moon a few times. So take your left hand to your hip, right arm is out. This is what you're going to reach forward and land on essentially. Start to shift your weight into the right leg, float the left leg up, keep a slight bend in this right leg, and then shift your weight back to your warrior 2 stance. Do that 2 more times. And if you want to come back into it and hold, you're welcome to do so. When you're ready to release, softly bend into the right knee. Step back to warrior 2, and then straighten the right leg. Turn the toes in so that they're parallel, and then turn the toes out. Heels are in for goddess pose. Now I've got my hands in front of my heart. You can also bring them to your hips if you'd like. And you can either hold this deep squat or maybe lift the heels and lower for 2, 3, 4, just keep breathing, 5. Now straighten the legs, reach the arms up, rotate the feet so that they're parallel, open the arms wide, come into a wide forward fold. Again, keep the knees as bent as you need to. Walk your hands over to the right leg. Walk them over to the left. Come back to center, lift up halfway, bring your hands to your hips, soften the knees, and then come all the way up to stand. And then from here, just turn the left toes out so you're finding warrior 2 the other way. Take the arms out wide, glance down, check your alignment, and then press your feet into the floor so that you can straighten the legs. Arms reach overhead and lower. 2 and 3. One more time. Come back to warrior 2, setting up for half moon. So bring your right hand to your hip, left arm is reaching out in front. Shift forward into the left leg, float the right leg up, slight bend in the left leg here, and then step back and do that 2 more times. And then if you're feeling good and you want to come into it and hold, go ahead. Bend into the left knee, come back to warrior two, and then straighten the leg. Turn the feet in, reach the arms out, and then bend them like cactus arms. Turn the heels in, come back to goddess pose. So you can just hold this right here. You can do the heel lifts like we did the first time, or start to pulse the hips down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop it down and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Straighten the legs, rotate the feet. Find your wide fold for just a moment. And then lift up halfway, turn the toes out, drop your hips to the right, lift the left toes, and then walk yourself up and over to the other side. And just continue to move from side to side here. If you want to take this up a little bit further, and if your legs are still feeling strong, you can take the arms out wide and do this with no hands. Finish out whatever round you're on. Come back to center. Heel toe the feet a little bit closer together. And then drop all the way down to a seat and lower on to your back. Once you get there, hug your right knee into your chest. Left leg can be bent, or you can extend it out long. You're going to extend your right leg up to the sky, and maybe you can just hold on to the back of the leg today. If it's available, see if you can grab onto the big toe. Now I've got my second and third fingers, or peace fingers, wrapping around the big toe. But if that's really just not happening today, just bring the hands lower. And breathe into the back of the leg. Remember, you can keep as much of a bend in your knee as you like. Now take your leg across to the left just a tiny bit. So the right hip is still staying down, but now you're targeting the outside of the leg. And then come back to center. Start to open the leg out to the right, hitting the inner thigh inside of the leg. Bring your leg back up to center, bend into the knee, release, and hug your left knee into your chest. As you reach the left heel up, maybe hold on to the back of the leg, whatever is available, or maybe take your peace fingers with your left hand and wrap them around the left big toe. Take your leg to the right just a hair. Keep the left hip down. Come back to center and then open your leg to the left. Try to keep the right hip down. Come up to center, bend into the knee, release, and carefully make your way up to a seated position. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that quick yoga sequence to help strengthen and stretch the legs. Have a great day. Namaste.